Hi everyone. So today is the launch of these two inks from Ferris Press. It's possible that there are other inks that have launched, but these are the two that I received for review. I have Skies of Uproar, which is part of the Ferritales collection. It's the Bestiary series. And then the Everyday inks is called Embers of Time. These boxes are always so shiny, so they're super foiled. So it's kind of hard to focus on them, but you can kind of see here it says Skies of Uproar and then also the French underneath. The box, you can see some of these beasts, stories and lore. So I think that's a griffin door. Here's a Pegasus. And then there are cats. I think it might be the same cat, but it's Patch. So this ink is a light blue base. There's no sheen. The shimmer is a champagne colored ink. And there's medium shading. So again, this is the water-based ink, so it's really good for fountain pen inks. You could use a glass dip pen. Pretty much everything will work with this. You could also paint with it using a paintbrush. The champagne shimmer and that blue ink. Although to me, it's definitely running a little bit more of an aqua color, like a blue-green, pretty light color. So it's Skies of Uproar. And here the text says, "Storm the skies. Patch unleashes a thunderous bolt of lightning, heralding the beginning of an epic battle that will illuminate the clouds and summon a storm for the ages. Nature proves itself to be an unstoppable force." Hopefully you can see that. And so the launch date for this ink is November the 7th. Characteristics of this ink is ethereal, dreamlike, and cosmic. So the notable details of this design is that there's a thunder that shakes the earth with lightning that lights up the skies. So you could really see there's a lot of action going on in this box art. Even in the bottom, you can see there's Patch kind of falling. It seems like falling off this like cliff. Hopefully you can see that. It's really difficult to showcase this box art. You have to really see it kind of in person. Or maybe I just need better lighting. And they haven't really come out with a color, like an aqua color like this, since Frontenac Blue. It seems reminiscent. Like it really reminds me a lot of Frontenac Blue with the kind of color scheme that they're going for. But this one with a champagne, kind of like a gold shimmer, while Frontenac Blue has like a greenish, like a silver blue, very cool toned on this one, while this is much more warm toned. You can see the difference. So yes, it was correct. It says this one is a griffin. This beast is a griffin. And so this is a legendary storm bird known for its majestical mix of lion and eagle features. Let's Patch the cat, and then this side is Pumpkin the cat. And here's my cat, Jerome. On the opposite side, this cat is Pumpkin. And Pumpkin has the opposite side on a Pegasus, which is a winged horse that carries thunderbolts for Zeus. I have a 20 milliliter bottle, and it fits really well into this. Like, this is one of my favorite products. It's a the 20 milliliter ink carriage is really pretty. It kind of looks like just jewelry for your desk. And it has the Ferris Press signature cap that closes quite well, and you have to kind of like agitate it to mix in all that shimmer. Really beautiful ink. And that one is Skies of Uproar. The other ink is Embers of Time, and this one is one that's after my heart. I really like gray inks. I've really always enjoyed writing with it. The other two gray inks, or I actually have three other gray inks. This is part of the Everyday Ink line, and the collection is called the Lost in Time collection. And so this Embers of Time is a 38 milliliter ink. It has this really mysterious looking shimmer to it. Again, this is also launching November 7th, and it's a shaded gray with rose gold shimmer. The characteristics of it is moody, industrial, and versatile. So when we take a look at the box, you can see it's like a clockwork design. This is a really beautiful, like, vintage clock. So at the heart of each gray skyship lies a living machine, a clockwork symphony of gears turning, pistons firing, and steam hissing through copper veins. Glowing with rose gold embers, this engine heart is more than mere machinery. It's a spark of life forged from brass and fire. Ever beating, it drives its vessel not only through the stars, but time itself. And on this box, you can see a lot of intricate details. There are these little bunnies, these mechanical bunnies, or mechanical rabbits that keep the engine heart running in tip-top condition. How many can you find tinkering amongst the gears? So I can see 1 and 2 only. Honestly, I can only see 2. But definitely you can see like there are nibs that are drawn into this. There's lots of gears. This itself is a bottle that looks just like that. It's really intricate. The box design is like literally, I don't know how anybody really throws away their box. I keep mine and just admire them. So as always, Ferris Press tells a great story behind each of their inks. This Lost in Time collection, plus the Bestiary series, they're both part of a larger kind of universe that Ferris Press has created with Patch and Pumpkin and a lot of their other characters. It's very I don't think there's any other ink brand that kind of has such whimsical products with really good storytelling. So it was a period of time where I stopped uploading videos of fountain pen inks from Ferris Press to YouTube, mostly because the launch schedule, the worldwide launch schedule, was really behind for us in Asia. So it seemed like each time that I was going to post a video, it wasn't in a very timely manner, and so I would just kind of post reels and other more short-term or short-form content. But now that the release schedule has been brought back to a single launch date for all products across the world, I think that it causes like more excitement and anticipation when I'm able to share these inks with you on launch day or slightly before. So definitely keep watching my Instagram. I'll still have fun videos and reels that are published on Instagram. And as for the inks that I've missed making long form videos about, I'm planning on grouping them into color families. So following the rainbow order, and I'll kind of compare them en masse, like all together, rather than having individual ink videos. But this one for today, I'm going to swatch them. I'm using this new, I would not recommend it, but actually I don't know what brand this is, but I purchased this because I wanted this nib for swatching like larger swatches, but the tines, they don't match up quite well. Like this is not the best quality, and I think it was not that expensive either. It wasn't like, okay, you get what you pay for essentially. I also have a glass dip pen, which is currently not broken. You may have known I have this one, which is from Amazon, and it doesn't write anymore. The tip just completely broke off. I'm pretty sure my cat got into this. Like she like dropped it on the floor, or she knocked it off onto the floor. So I also will be just using a couple of unused, I'll just be using some pages of my arts and science Hobonichi A6 to do some swatches. I was using a different notebook previously, but I think this paper really does show off the properties better. You can kind of see, because the tines don't match up really well, you don't get a good contact with the paper. So I'm still kind of learning and struggling with this dip. Is it dip pen? What is it? Just like a nib. This nib is not working really well for me yet. So that is Skies of Uproar, the Bestiary series, launching November 7th, 2025. You can kind of see the shading that's coming out. It's like I think it's kind of like a pinkish leaning tan. Or maybe that's the champagne shimmer coming out. It's kind of tan, but really think that is really beautiful and soft. And it's not terrible. Like the parts that I was doing the little doodles, it kind of shows through a little bit. So I will skip this part and go on to the next page for my next one, which is Embers of Time. So what I noticed about this is it has so much shimmer that it just really gets stuck on the lid. Isn't that beautiful? Everyday ink line sometimes doesn't have any shimmer, so I'm so pleased that this one has that beautiful rose gold shimmer. But Embers of Time is really so pretty. I don't really have a dark black ink, and so I think this is really nice. I think this is perfect for the season as we go in fall, winter. It's very, like it says, moody, very versatile. I really like this ink. So Lost in Time, or sorry, the Lost in Time collection. And then this one is such a difference, eh? This one is the Skies of Uproar. So you kind of go from this like very ethereal, very light color, and then you go into the dark, moody Embers of Time. Both of them actually shade quite well. So those are the two inks from Ferris Press, launching today, November the 7th. And you can use my code JA-CTD, which stands for Choose to Do, to get 15% off. And if registered on the Ferris Press websites, doesn't matter which region, like if it's sg.com.ca. I think the UK one is .eu, have launch day deals. So if you buy a brand new launched ink or product from the new collection, there are other deals. This is the return of my Ferris Press ink swatching. Let me know if you have a product like this like a ball tip. I think it worked pretty well. Like you have to really saturate it and then like go slowly, but I'm still learning how to use this. I was practicing over here, as you could see, but I am looking forward to swatching more inks, getting into the rest of my collection. I really went hard on the fountain pen inks, so I'm excited to share much more content with you. Thank you so much for watching, and please come back for the next video. Bye.